that's because usually I don't film a wrap-up, 1, and 2, never read all the books I put on the TBR. But I am pretty far behind on like my goal on Goodreads to reach 50 books read this year, like 4 or 5 books behind. And so I'm hoping that by filming a TBR at the beginning of the month and forcing myself to film a wrap-up video, that I will actually read the books out of pure fear of public humiliation. So these are the books I'm hoping to get to this month. This might seem like a super unambitious list for most people, but I work a full-time job and I'm also trying to finish a book this year. So I don't have like oodles and oodles and oodles of free time to just read books, and some of these books are like longer. So I'm hoping to finish them. Okay. So the first book I'm hoping to finish is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I am already started this book. I'm hoping to finish it this month. I am listening to the audiobook. I rarely read the physical copies of the Harry Potter books anymore because my only editions are the ones where the spine makes the castle, and I really don't want to break the spine, and I'm super prone to breaking the spine on paperback books. So I just listened to the audiobooks. I listened to the Jim Mail ones. Love them. Phenomenal. So that's what I'm doing. I also want to finish Prisoner of Azkaban this month. These are really the only audiobooks I'm listening to this month, and I spend a lot of my time listening to audiobooks because it's a good way to spend the time in the car, in my commute to work, or in the shower, or when I'm cooking or cleaning. So I'm hoping to finish both of these books this month, finish listening to them. But we'll see. My next book I've also already started, and that is Cart and Quieter, I think. It's an instrument, and I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. I'll figure it out before I do the wrap-up. This is a middle grades fantasy novel. It's written by an author that I really, really like. It's kind of an old book, but she wrote the book Howl's Moving Castle, which is one of my favorite movies, and I really, really enjoyed the book when I read it, despite it being fairly different from the movie. And I saw this book in a secondhand bookstore, so I really wanted to give it a shot. So I'm finally getting around to it. I kind of picked it up because I wanted a short, fast read, and it's a short middle grade novel, so I kind of thought it would fit the bill. The next book I'm hoping to get to this month is Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I saw Murphy read this book, I think in either February or January, I don't remember which, and she really liked it, and we have very similar tastes, so I thought I would give it a shot. It's been on my shelf for a couple of months now, and I just haven't picked it up because it's really long and I'm kind of intimidated by it. But this is the month that we give it a shot because I'm a sucker for epic high fantasy. The next book I'm looking to finish I do not yet own, and that is White Sand by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first in the series of books that were adapted into graphic novels. Again, I think it's going to be kind of a quick and easy read, and I'm a big fan of graphic novels, so I wanted to give this one a shot. I think the art style looks nice. I've heard sort of mixed reviews on it because, you know, it was adapted by someone other than Brandon, so we'll see what I think when I get to it. And the last book I'm hoping to read this month, because again, like I said, I'm not trying to be super ambitious, is Throne of Jade by Naomi Novik. I read His Majesty's Dragon, the first in the TBR series, almost a year and a half ago now. I really, really enjoyed it, and I just never got around to reading the second one for whatever reason. I think it's fascinating. It's set during the time in which Napoleon was emperor, ruler, I forget what his true title was, of France, and he's slowly trying to conquer Europe. And the only thing different is that there are dragons, and that the air military, the military of the air, so that like the air infantry is on dragons instead of planes, which obviously don't come until far after this, but so it's really the only difference in the whole world is that there are dragons. There's like no other magic, and so it's historical, fiction, fantasy, hybrid. I don't typically like historical fantasy, but my father is a really big fan of the series. He told me to read it. We have the exact same taste in books. So I picked it up, loved it, and just never got around to reading Throne of Jade. Have been looking at it on my bookshelf for months and months and being like, I need to read Throne of Jade. So this is the month that I do that. Hopefully I remember the original enough. If not, I guess I'll just read a synopsis online and get myself caught up because I don't have time to reread it, nor the patience. I have other books I want to read. So yeah, those are the 6 books I'm hoping to read / listen to this month. For me, 6 in a month is super ambitious. I'm usually lucky to get 2 or 3 done. But I had planned to pace myself at 4 a month, or 1 a week, in order to get to 50 in the year, and I am falling behind. So it's kind of like I gotta hit double time. And this month is good as any because I am trying to let my draft sit for right now, so I don't have any heavy editing to do. I'm just working on a synopsis and my query. So it seemed like a good month to pick up a few extra books and, you know, hope I'm spurred on by the threat of public humiliation. So that is hopefully what I'm going to read this month. I know all of it is fantasy, but honestly, who's surprised? If anybody has recommendations for books that they think I might like that are outside of the fantasy genre, send them my way, send them to your girl. I will give anything a try because I do really wish I read a little bit wider scope. But that's all I got for you guys, so I will see you in the next video. Bye!